What is going on, everybody? We are live. Welcome to the SB Fantasy Football Podcast. We're over on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on X. Here to answer all your start, sit questions, trade talk, whatever it is. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to figure things out and get those dubs this week, right? First and foremost, we got to start with bye weeks. Texans and the Vikings have bye weeks this week. So, I mean, up until last week, the Texans really weren't fantasy relevant. Then all of a sudden, last week, CJ Stroud decided he knew how to play football again, which was just crazy. Yeah, like 4 or 5 touchdowns. Running game was kind of non-existent, but no Texans this week. Duncan, I'm going to go with PPR. Is it PPR, Duncan? Is this in the listener league? Because that does make a difference. What is this? What league is this in? What's the scoring? Is it in the listener league, um, or is it just a full PPR league? Let me know. Your friend's like, okay. Because like in the SB league, you're getting a point per carry, so you definitely would want to play a running back in a situation like that. I'm gonna go Keenan Allen just barely. He's led the team in targets the last few weeks. He hasn't had a touchdown in 2 weeks after getting TDs in the first 3 weeks. Um, Possibly getting back in the end zone this week. Miami's in a must win, but Miami's just not that good too. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, I want to go ahead and go with um, Keenan Allen there over Michael Carter. They're also saying that the McCardo is not going to be punished for what he did last week. So we'll see. I just wonder if should I go with Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones. I have JSN. I like Daniel Jones. I like Daniel Jones, Miles. I think Danny Dimes is having a great year so far this year, and I love him. But yeah, let's go with Danny Dimes. Jelly of the month's in the house. What's going on, Jelly? Current half PPR wide receiver 3 Sutton with Sauce Gardner, flex Tony Pollard, switch out any for Ladd, QJ, or Bourne, Juwan Jennings, in a hole from Goddard. I think I still want to stick with Sutton. Um, Juwan Jennings, yeah, hasn't been great the last few weeks, right? He's coming off, been battling injuries. Ladd's just he hasn't really shown much. Um, Actually, like as I was just talking a second ago, Keenan Allen's leading the team in targets over there with the Chargers. QJ's out, but I don't know. I like what I've been seeing out of Sutton. Tony Pollard, I like him. He's just I don't know. Um, I I think I would keep him there. Um, because you know he's going to get the ball, right? There's not a lot going on with that Tennessee offense, so he's definitely going to go ahead and get the ball a lot there. Bourne, I just don't believe in him. Goddard, I thought he was going to have a better week, to be honest with you. He had an okay week, but not kind of what we've been accustomed to here lately. But yeah, I would stick with Sutton and Pollard right now, Jelly. Let's go with that. Um, Man, Faye, that's a good question. Do we sit Chase for Rico? Is it PPR? Is going to be my question. I don't know that it really makes a difference, but I do want to know. It is PPR. I mean, it's tempting. It really is. Rico should have himself a pretty good game this week. Um, Piggybacking off of last week. Now, is he going to have 200 yards again? I don't think so. But also, I don't want to underestimate Joe Flacco, which sounds crazy, right? Um, Trade Bowers and Ricky for CD. I mean, I like CD. We don't know how long he's going to be out, though. That's my problem. Um, I don't know that we can sit Chase for Dowell, though. Yeah, that's tough. I do expect Rico to have a big week. We don't know what we're going to get out of the Browns with Flacco back there. Um, it could be more of the same. That offensive line is awful. Flacco's not mobile. He's less mobile than Browning is, but he is smarter than Browning is, right? Um, man, who are running backs that you're playing, Faye? I'm just curious, like who do we have in there instead of Rico? Let me know, because maybe we work Rico in the other way. But I mean, I guess that just depends on what running backs you got. I do want to get Rico in my lineup, but that's a tough call. The bench Chase, it really is. Um, I feel like when CD gets back, he'll be better than Bowers hasn't been very great this year. He's battling injuries. CD's battling injuries. Really, I'm not expecting much out of this year. Um, that Tennessee team is so bad. I hate to give up a, a high powered tight end who's like a receiver when he's healthy. Um, but I do like to get CD, you know. Um, that's one thing for sure. Um, let's see here. Taysom Hill or Bourne at the flex. Need at least 10 points. Um, your ceiling is going to be higher with Taysom Hill. The floor will be higher on Bourne. Bourne's a safe play. Taysom's the I need boom out of. It's going to be boom or bust. He's going to get you 20 points or he's going to get you nothing. That's Taysom Hill, right? He didn't play a ton of snaps last week, his first week back. Look for him definitely to play more snaps this week than he did last week, but that's tough. Um, because that's the thing with Taysom. Either it's boom or it's bust. You're gonna have a million points or you're gonna have no points. So if you need a big boom and you need that flex to do great, I mean, you're saying at least 10 points. If it's PPR, I feel like Bourne will get you pretty close to that. Taysom, like I said, it's either going to be 20 or nothing. Like, there's no in between with Taysom Hill. He's either going to be awesome or he's just going to suck the life out of you. So, um, and it's just hard to predict when Taysom's going to go off. It really is. You don't know. You have no idea when Taysom's going to go out. Duncan, how about the Brewers? The Brewers moved on past the Cubbies today. So you got the Brewers and the Dodgers and the Mariners and the Blue Jays over there. So I'm predicting the Dodgers to go back to the World Series, and then let's go. Let's just ride the momentum of the Mariners. How about that? Trade Saquon and Ferguson for Bijan and Warren. Oh man, I don't know. I don't think that I do. I'm not panicking on Saquon yet. I think Saquon is going to be okay. Um, Warren, I expect at some point in time this year for him to kind of fall off the face of the earth, to be honest with you. Um, I expected Caleb Johnson to take over before now, and he hasn't yet. But I do kind of expect, although Caleb hasn't showed us anything. But, and I also don't, having a tight end who's the number one receiver in the league as of right now is pretty nice, right? You can't complain about having a guy that good right now. So I don't think that I would. I think I want to go ahead and keep. I want to keep Saquon. I'm not panicking on Saquon yet. Keenan or Lad over K9 if Johnson is out. Johnston is out. Let's see. Is Johnston out? Do we have an official word on him yet? Let's see here. He's still showing questionable. He's trending towards missing. Keenan's led the team in targets the last several weeks. So I like the guy that's getting the targets. He hasn't had a touchdown the last couple weeks. I think that trend, I think he gets in the end zone this week. But also, like, at a certain point in time, Lad's got to get going. Like, he hasn't been great this year. Nothing what we expected. He did finally get in the end zone last week. We got a tough matchup. I think I'm going to go ahead and lean towards Lad, but just not Lad. Um, Keenan. I want to lean towards Keenan. Sorry. Um, he's the one getting all the targets right now. And Ladd just hasn't shown us much this year. He's getting targets, but a couple weeks ago against the Giants, 6 targets, 1 catch. That's not good. It's not good at all. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. League mate mad that we vetoed his Bowers Kincaid trade. So he's just trying to trade Bowers for Kincaid. I mean, that's not a fair trade. Although Kincaid's playing and Bowers isn't. Judkins or Crop. Man, I want to say Bill, but I don't know. You've got Noah Brown, Terry McLaurin's out. We don't know what's going on with Debo. He's dealing with a heel issue. Hopefully he plays. We don't know for sure on him yet. I'm going Stafford over Mahomes. That's not even a question. Um, you have A-Chain and Kyron, yeah. So you're gonna leave Rico on the bench, yeah. My heart wants to play Bill. Like I love Bill, but Washington just hasn't utilized him the way that we thought they were actually going to utilize him, right? Um, we thought it was going to be the Bill show, and they've barely given him the ball this year. He's had a couple weeks where he's been great, and the other weeks he's just been non-existent. Um, Judkins, on the other hand, we know he's going to get the ball. So I think Judkins is a safe play. Bill is the I need a lot of points play. And you hope. It could be boom or bust with Bill. Bill's boom or bust, just depending on Washington does with him. If they give him the ball, if they don't give him the ball. Hopefully they do, because I think if they do, I think Bill has a great week. But we just don't know. We know Judkins is going to get the ball. Judkins has a lower floor, but Bill has a higher ceiling. So I hope that helps with that. I just hope my lineup, I'm thinking about sitting Jamar Chase for Debo Samuel. Am I crazy? No, you're not. But here's the issue. We don't know if Debo's going to play. He's questionable. I was reading up on him earlier. He's missed the last couple of days of practice. He should be good, but we don't know for sure. But unfortunately, they play Monday night. So I think I'm going to play Jamar Chase over Debo just because there's a chance Debo doesn't play. And because there's a chance Debo doesn't play, I don't want to risk it. We're not going to risk it. I'm going to go with the guy that I know is going to play versus the guy that I'm pretty sure he's going to play, but it's not 100%. It's not 100% on him. Kamara, Harvey, or Charbonnet. I think Harvey's been better as of late. Kamara's just looked bad. Kamara needs to have a big game though, also, just because I think he will be traded. I don't think there's any question on that. I think Kamara ends up getting traded before the trade deadline. There's teams that definitely could utilize him. But I think for this week, I'm going to go with Harvey. He's starting to play a little bit better. Bowers or Kittle, end of the season. Bowers. I'm going to go Bowers. Pending healthy on both of them, right? But I want to say he will be better. Kendrick Bourne or Zay Flowers. Is Baltimore playing this week? We know Lamar's out again. The Ravens are playing. They're playing the Rams. Cooper Rush has got to figure something out. I'm Danny Dimes. Even if they stop passing, they're going to run the ball with Danny. I think you're going to get 2 to 3 TDs out of him. But yeah, Jennings is a game time decision. Yeah. I mean, there's everybody there in freaking 49er land. I go Demo over Flowers. But Flowers or what did we say? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Kendrick Bourne or Flowers? What have we gotten out of Bourne lately? Let's take a look here. Um, let's go Bourne just because he might be one of the only receivers playing. We know Ricky's out. Max should be good, although he's banged up. Let's go Kendrick Bourne just because everyone's supposed to be out again. Yeah, I'm going Danny Dimes. Pick 3: Debo, London, Waddle, ETN, or Diggs. Waddle, London, and I'm gonna say Diggs. I like Debo more, but there's a chance Debo doesn't play and he plays on Monday night, and that's my concern, right? Not knowing if Debo's going to play 100% or not definitely hurts. Hurts, Otherwise, I would say Debo. And it wouldn't even be close. I would say Debo, London, and Waddle would be my 3 guys. But I was reading this before. He's listed as questionable for Monday's game. He manages 1 limited practice Friday. Um, but he has a chance to play Monday, and he has a chance to play, but and they're just saying they're going to see what happens on Monday. So we're not going to know anything for sure until Monday night because we're not going to know. I'm going to go with the guys that are healthy. So give me London, Waddle, and Diggs. Haskins or Travion. I'm going to go Haskins. Travion's been buried on that bench, which is crazy. T. Higgins, Keon Coleman, or Zach Charbonnet. Give me. Are we PPR? Are we standard? What are we looking at there, Will? Let me know. Let me know. I'll keep my eyes open for that. Standard. All right. So if it's standard, Keon's got a little bit of a tough matchup. He did score a touchdown last week. He's only getting you. If he doesn't get a touchdown, he doesn't get you anything. I'm curious how Cincinnati's going to work with Flacco back there. I mean, we haven't really gotten much out of him either. To be honest with you, T's been kind of. Charbonnet's not any better. Charbonnet's got in the end zone more. A little bit of a better matchup. I think I'll go with Charbonnet. Warren, a bad start this week. I mean, just depends on who else you got. Hey, which Warren are we talking about? Jalen or Tyler? I gotta know which one. Kamara or Travion rest of the season, full PPR. Kamara, because I expect him to get traded somewhere. 100%. Krosky, Sutton, or BTJ at the flex. I'm gonna go Sutton for right now. I wish I could say Bill, but I just don't know what kind of utilization Washington's gonna give him. Um, I want to say Bill, but we've seen him have a great game like he did last week and then not even touch the ball the next week. And that's a problem. That's a real problem. I need my guys to get the ball. And if he's not going to get the ball, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? TTT? Yeah. I mean, Charbonnet's gotten in the end zone more. I just don't know. He hasn't gotten us much this year. Choose to DJ Moore, T or Kamara. T and we're gonna go T and we'll go Kamara. Just barely. Just barely. But yeah, well, it's close. Let's see here. Jalen Warren or Kenneth Walker or Bill start 2 PPR. Um, Kenneth Walker, will he play? Who are we talking about? Charlie. Charlie, who are you asking will he play? Help me out. Stevenson or Golden? I'm going to take Stevenson. Goff over Mahomes. Jalen Warren, Kenneth Walker. Who the Steelers have against the Browns? Yeah, I think I'm going to go Kenneth and Bill. Kamara's questionable. I did not see that. Let's see what's going on with Kamara. Obviously, if he's not playing, we're not going to. And luckily, he's in the noon window. He is expected to play. What I'm saying is he's expected to play. Dowell or Sutton? I want to say Rico. I think Rico has a big game. I'm going to go Bourne over Flowers. Deep League need 2 flex spots: Jacoby, Flournoy, Shaheed, Sharbs, or Njoku. I like. You hope Flournoy keeps it going this week. We just don't know. And then give me Jacoby. Marvin Harrison or Ladd. I want to go Ladd. Marvin Harrison hasn't been great. He's Ladd. I like Ladd. Gibbs or Javante in London. I'm going Gibbs. Gibbs. I'm always going to go Gibbs. Gibbs is top 3 back in the league. Javante's had some good weeks. To me, it's between Gibbs and Javante, and I'm going to take Gibbs over Javante. Golden trust from a Packers fan? No. Golden's no Duncan. We're not going with Golden. He's got to show me. He's got to show me something more. Flex Coleman or Mason Taylor? I almost want to say Taylor there. Let me just look. Denver is a tough matchup, but I mean, his targets have gone up week after week after week. Give me Mason Taylor. Close. Devontae Adams or Waddle? That's a good one. Let's go with Waddle. Warren or Henry? I'm going to go Henry. He's got to get better. He's got to. Cup or Bourne? I'm going to go Bourne. I mean, I don't know, Leo. You're just going to have to throw it out there. Some guys will give you insane value, you know. You just got to see what you can get. You just got to throw some things out there. Flournoy, JMO, or Jawan Johnson at the flex. Is that a PPR league? Let me know. PPR, I'd probably go Jawan Johnson. Dropper, I would bench Judy. Yes, PPR. I'm not dropping Judy. I want to see what happens. Cam, I'm not Cam. I got questions flying in. If I miss you, just throw it back out there. I'm not trying to skip you, man. I'm not trying to skip anybody out here. There's just a lot rolling in here. Tonga's over Henry, close. There's just not a lot of guys playing. Traded Debo and Kamara for Rome and K9. Right now, yeah. Well, let's see where Kamara ends up. Let's see where Kamara ends up. AJ Barner or Zach Ertz? Zach Ertz has to do better than last week. He had a bad week last week. I would think it was his first week without a catch. Diggs and ETN on that one, Coop. How's Barner been doing? A decent matchup against Jacksonville. Trade Henry for Rashid? No. I wouldn't give up Derrick Henry for Rashid Rice. No. No, 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 no. AJ Barner's been good. He's three touchdowns in 5 weeks. Decent matchup against Jacksonville. There's also who knows who's going to be there to catch the ball with Washington. I think I'm going to go Ertz, just because someone's got to be there to catch the ball. I'd go Kendrick Bourne over Ridley. Kendrick Bourne over Ridley. Reed versus Strange for IR spot. Which guy are we going to throw? I mean, Reed hasn't done much. Stafford, May, or Baker. Ooh, that's a good one. I think I really like Strange coming into the season. I hope I hope he picks it up, to be honest with you. But yeah, Sutton over Wilson. I'm gonna go JK. Over Bill. Stafford, May, or Baker. Stafford, May, or Baker. To me, it's Stafford or Baker. And I'm going to go Stafford. The Rams defense has been trash this year. It's been so bad. 49ers defense has been better. Godwin's out. So it's just a mecca. But yeah, give me Stafford just because the Rams D, or not the Rams, the Ravens D has just been just trash. Just trash. Jamar, DK, and Evans. Got Tyler, Henry, Warren. Got an offer to trade DK and Henry for Hamp and Tet. I want it. We don't know when Hampton's coming back. Now, if you're in a dynasty league, I think that's different. In a dynasty league, I want Omari and Hampton. But if you're in a redraft league, no, because we don't know when Hampton's going to be back. And that's a problem. That's a real problem. I want guys who are going to be there. Sutton over Wilson. Sutton over Wilson. Let's see here. I already said start JK. Waller or Kincaid? Give me Waller. Waller's looked good lately. Tet or Haskins? I'm going to go Judkins in the flex, Fred, just because I don't know if Debo's going to play. Give me Tet over Haskins. It's close. We don't know what Haskins is going to do, how much of the ball he's going to get. Zach Ertz over Mason Taylor. We don't know who's going to be there to catch the ball for Washington. Right now, we know Ertz is. We're not going to find out about Debo until Monday night. So unless you have someone else you can plug in on Monday night, if Debo doesn't play, if the question is Debo or anybody playing on Sunday, I'm going to go with the people playing on Sunday. I mean, he might be worth the pickup, Fred. He might be a good start for this week, just based simply off the fact that he just might be the only guy there. You got him, you got Ertz. We already know Noah Brown's out and that Scary Terry's out. Michael Lopez, what's going on, brother? How are you doing? Hope everything's going good. Let me know if you got any questions this week, brother. I got you. McMillan, Worthy, or Wilson start two. Worthy and Wilson. Cowboys are better with their secondary intact. But yeah, I like Worthy and then Wilson over McMillan. Sutton, Diggs, White, Judkins, Ladd. Start three. Sutton, White, and Judkins. Bo Nix or Daniel Jones. Give me Danny Dimes. Haskins over Cup. Dak or Love? Give me Love against that Bengals defense. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Axel. Bill, Quentin Johnson's probably not playing. Pick 2, I'm going Monty and DK. Myers or Bournes or Haskins at the flex. Give me Bourne. Laporta or Waller, that's a tough one. Give me Waller. There's just so many options in that Detroit offense. Waller's got the higher ceiling there. Ferguson or Kraft, give me Ferguson. Ferguson's been the number 2 receiver in the league this year. Not tight end, receiver. And he's got a gap between him and third place, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Ferguson over Kraft on that one. Michael, how you doing tonight, brother? Hope you're doing good. Tongas or Henry? Give me Tongas. Just a lot of guys are going to be out on that 49ers team. Look for him to get 3 or 4 catches and a touchdown. He'll probably get in the end zone again. He's been real good about doing that. Marv or BTJ? I don't like Marv at all. I really don't like BTJ either. Johnston's trending towards not playing. We're not going to know until tomorrow morning, Adriana. So have somebody else ready to play just in case. Just in case, because we don't know for sure. And guys, remember, we do have another 8:30 a.m. game tomorrow. We got the Broncos and the Jets. So if you have any of those players that you're thinking about playing, you got to make up your mind tonight or wake up super early tomorrow morning to make those moves. Broncos and Jets, 8:30 a.m. Start one, Pickens, Chase, Debo, or London. I'm going to take Debo out of the equation because I don't know if he's going to play. Are we talking Jamar Chase? I'm assuming Jamar Chase. I'm going to go Pickens. We just don't know. I'm going to have to drop Godwin if he doesn't play. I don't think Godwin's playing. If you're talking about, if you don't know if Johnston's playing though. Yeah, I don't know if Johnston's playing. He's trending towards not playing, but we don't know for sure. Fields are young. Give me Fields. Give me Fields in that one. Pick 2, Pickens, All right, I'm going to go Pickens and Dobbins. Johnston's he's trending towards not playing. So he's going to make that decision for you. But I think I would go that route either way, to be honest with you. I'm always going to take an RB pretty much over a wide receiver in a flex position. Is that supposed to be Mason Taylor, Thomas? Because I don't know Michael Taylor. I'm assuming you're saying Mason Taylor tied in for the Jets, which I'll take Taylor over Pitts. I don't like Pitts. I'm out on Pitts. I'm out on Pitts. Pitts or anybody, I'm taking the other guy. Kincaid over Pitts. I don't like him. I got Dowdle and Pollard. He gets Michael Carter and Jordan Mason. Should I do that? So with that trade, it boils down to who do you think is going to be better at the end of the season, Pollard or Mason? Michael Carter. I mean, I would take Dowell, Rico, and Pollard. Michael Carter's going to be back on the bench once Trey Benson comes back. I'm taking Danny Dimes. Gibbs and QJ for Brees and London. 32-man league and QJ's injury feels scary. Yeah, I mean, it feels scary, but Gibbs is the best player in that. Like, you're giving up a lot in Gibbs. Like, Brees is okay, but also Brees might end up getting traded, and we don't know where he's going to end up and what kind of a fit he's going to be. Drake London's just kind of been okay this year. He hasn't been great, but I don't want to give up Gibbs. That's just me. Gibbs is a guy that at any point in time can be the top scoring player in fantasy on any week. He's a candidate for that. He's a top 3 fantasy player right now. I'm not getting. I don't want to get rid of Gibbs. I want to keep Gibbs. Yeah, it's coming in. How y'all do today? No games today, Michael. We had the weekend off. Weekend off. It's been nice. Got this weekend off and next weekend. And then we travel the weekend after that. But comeback player of the year, Danny Dimes, 100%. 100%. Love Danny Dimes. Tongas or Njoku. Give me. I like Tongas, but I also like Njoku, and Njoku's looked better with the kid back there. Um, yeah. I wouldn't trade for Chuba right now because we don't know how long he's going to be out. MVP is not time. Shut up. Oh, Michael. Yeah, you know how to push the buttons, brother. MHG or Jennings. I don't really like MHG. I mean, Marvin Harrison's just been kind of meh. I don't know if Jennings is playing though. Like you got to see if Jennings. I mean, there's a chance that Jennings doesn't play. I'm gonna go Demo over Stephon Diggs. Yeah, user. I'm gonna go Njoku. Give me Njoku. I think he's looked good, better with the kid back there. Made everybody go. I'm gonna go Sutton over Debo because I don't know if Debo's gonna play. I don't know if Debo's playing. We don't know if Jawan's playing, but also Ricky Purcell's out too. So I do like I would take Bourne over Jacoby because Geno's just looked awful this year. I like the quarterback play in the offense more over there. So Schefter said he's playing. Okay. I mean, I still like Bourne. I still like Bourne. Yeah. I still like Bourne. Andrews or Hunt for the flex. Oh man, I don't like any part of the running game for Kansas City. But like, has Andrews done anything with? I mean, I guess Hunt, just for lack of a better option. Cooper Rush has just been bad. Bill or Brees Hall. Um, Depends on what you need. So Brees is a safer play. Bill is the home run play. Bill's boom or bust. He's going to have a great game or he's going to be non existent. And it's not his fault. It's Washington's fault because they haven't decided how they want to use him. If they use him like they did last week, he's going to have a great game. But if they decide to use him, because we've seen it where he's come out and he's had a great game, and then he's just been non existent. So I want to have more faith in Bill. I trust in Bill. I just don't know that Washington does yet. But he's got a higher ceiling than Brees Hall does. And Brees has got a tough matchup this week, too. Let's not forget traveling, playing Denver is a tough matchup. I still think Brees is the safer play, but I like Bill more. I want to say Bill is definitely going to have a better game. But again, it's just all dependent on what Washington decides to do with him. DK or Haskins, give me DK. I know what I'm getting with him. I have Nico by, Rice suspended, Godwin out, Hubbard out. So if QJ is out, who do I drop / pick up? I mean, I probably drop Godwin. Godwin's the guy that I drop because he just came back and he's already out again. Montgomery. I like Demo. Keenan or Brees? Is that PPR, Alex? Let me know if it's PPR or standard. Yeah, I think I dropped Godwin, but I don't know who you pick up. PPR? You're still not looking at Brees. You're getting the runs, plus you're getting the targets. Brees is close. Brady, I'm getting a lot of questions coming through. So if I miss your question, throw it back in there, brother. I see. Can you see my question in the chat? But it's hard for me to scroll through because when I scroll and more questions start coming in, I kind of lose it. So just throw it in there again, man. If I miss your question, guys, I'm not skipping it. Sometimes I just don't see it. Um, Alex or Adriana, we got to see who's out there. Give me some options. Give me some options. But yeah, I dropped Godwin, and then let's see who we pick up. But yeah, throw your question in there again for me, Brady. Worthy or Hall for flex? Give me Worthy. Stevenson, Henderson, Vidal, Golden, Dobbs, Shakir. Give me Dobbs, Adriana. Dobbs, there's no issues with Dobbs, is there? YouTube, I'll be right back over there, guys. I see some questions coming in over there. I don't think there's any issue. Yeah, give me Dobbs, Adriana. Let's see here over here on YouTube. Be growing. Evan Ingram, Juwan Johnson, or Tongus and Otten are on the wire. Are they better plays? Man, I've been wanting Evan Ingram to do something all year. Is it Be growing? Is it PPR? Let me know. I get Gibbs, Dowdle, Haskins. He gets A Chain and Waddle. Should I do it? Yes. I just like getting Gibbs, to be honest with you. I love getting Gibbs. Give me Waller over Haskins. I just don't know what we're gonna get out of him, out of Haskins. Bench one, Odunze, London, or Dobbins. Be growing. Go Jawan. Is everything good with Jawan? I know he's been dealing with injuries. Yeah, he's got no injury designation. New England gives up a lot of points to tight ends. Let's go with Jawan there. Stay away from Ott. Mayfield hasn't thrown to him all year. Yeah, he might not have an option, though, this week. Is it crazy if I start Haskins over Henry? I don't know that it's crazy. Here's my issue, Alex. I don't know what kind of workload Haskins is going to get. I know what kind of workload Henry's going to get. I think Henry's the better play until proven otherwise. I don't know, Adrian. I mean, Dobbs has been. Let's see what Dobbs does this week. Even with everyone, I'm and out, he still hasn't. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he hasn't done his way at all. Trade JT Purcell and Trace Brown for no. I wouldn't give that up for Brees Hall and Abuka. I love Abuka, but I mean, I like JT's been awesome this year. Purcell's going to be fine when he comes back, and Chase Brown's got to do something at some point in time, right? He has to. Bench one: Rome, Abuka, Adams, Cook, A Chain, Javante, Rome. Let's bench Rome there. I think Aaron Jones is going to be splitting time when he comes back. He's going to have to fight to take time away from Jordan Mason, is what I think. Marv or Flowers? I'm going Stafford over Mahomes. Especially against that Ravens defense. Marv or Flowers? We could be getting Jacoby Brissett tomorrow. It's what it's looking like. It's looking like Kyler's probably not going to play. He's not officially ruled out, but he's trending towards not playing. So you get Jacoby Brissett throwing the ball there versus Kyler. Um, Zay, we just hadn't seen much out of him with Cooper Rush. I don't like saying it, but I'll go Marv. I don't know. Be grown, pick one RB and one flex. Walker, Brown, Pittman, and Golden. Walker and Pittman. Walker and Pittman. Oh, I hadn't seen this Liz Frank. If it's Liz Frank, he's done for the year. He's done for the year. If that's what it is. I hadn't seen that. I've seen he's trended towards not playing. He still listed as questionable. I haven't seen him officially out. Unless something's changed in the last hour. But yeah, if he has Liz Frank, he's done for the year. It's a version of a Liz Frank. They're prepping for Jacoby. Yeah, they haven't officially said he's out. I expect him to be out. Yeah. I mean, he's probably out. Again, everything's pointing towards him being out. So we're going to plan on Jacoby. I think Jacoby's more of a natural passer, which is crazy. Trust me, 2 QB league LL and everyone be hoarding QBs, right? Gosh. Start Vidal or JMO. Worthy over Ridley. Vidal or JMO. We don't know what kind of share Vidal's going to get. JMO, we just don't know with him either. He's boom or bust. I think your ceiling's higher with JMO. You got a higher ceiling with JMO versus with Vidal. Vidal's looking like he's going to split time. What that split's going to look like, we don't know. It could be all Haskins. It could be all Vidal. We just really don't know. JMO, 2-3 catches. You're hoping for a big one. I think you got a higher ceiling with JMO. RJ Harvey, Gainwell, or Haskins. RJ Harvey? I'm considering having Warren at tight end and flexing Kraft instead of KW3, putting Bill in at RB2. Man, I think I still go KW over Kraft. I don't mind going Tyler Warren. I like Tyler Warren. JMO or Pittman. Troy Franklin, Trey Tucker, Jacoby Myers, Troy Franklin. Yeah, give me Troy Franklin there. Pittman over JMO. We just know we're gonna get out of Pittman. JMO's boomer bust. JMO might have a higher ceiling. Dak over Caleb. I hope so. Be growing. Let me just tell you that. Quite hope for those over there on TikTok. The question is, you think Chase Brown gets a lot of checkdowns from Flacco? Man, I hope so, because I went all in on Chase Brown this year, and it's bit me in the ass. That offensive line's been dog, but we knew it was going to be. It's always been. Odunze, Flowers, BTJ, MHC, Odunze. Warren versus Pittman in the flex. Which Warren are we talking about? Christine. Hey, dude, I was right there with you, man. I was right there with you. I took Chase Brown. Chase Brown was for me, I had him as my RB number 1 coming into the season. I really did. Steelers, Jaylen Warren. Pittman, is it PPR? Christine? Worthy or Wilson? Give me Worthy or Wilson. Give me Wilson. Half PPR. Okay, half PPR. Warren or Pittman? Shoot. Pittman by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Close. Mayfield or Fields? I mean, the only reason why I'm thinking about this is just because so many people are out for Tampa. Otherwise, it's Baker. But you know what? I'm just gonna take Baker. Give me Baker. Bill or Odunze? All right, let's go, Bill. Let's go, Bill. Pick two: Derrick Henry, Hunter Henry, DK, Haskins, Myers, or Monty. DK and Monty. Monty's going to score a TD. Trade Pickens for Sutton and Jalen Warren. Who are you dropping, Derek? You got to drop somebody, right? I'm going Keenan Allen. We don't know if Debo's going to play. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, worry Debo won't play. Yeah. Why do you think Monty will score? Because he pretty much always does. You just go back and look at the numbers for the last 3 years. I drop Hollywood Brown. I don't know that I want to drop Hollywood. Yeah. That's just what Monty does. He scores TDs. I like Sutton. What's your RB room look like? Hey, no problem, Alex. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. We're here on Thursday nights as well, around 6 p.m. Central Time before the Thursday night game, answering questions as well. And then here lately, we've been going live after the Thursday night game too. But you can always leave comments on any of our videos as well for any start sit questions, guys. And we answer all those questions. Thank you guys for the follows. Definitely appreciated for all the follows and the likes. I love it. Thank you guys. Keenan Allen or Dobbins? Give me Dobbins. Matthew Golden or Ridley? I don't like Ridley this year. Golden's been pretty bad this year. So give me Golden though. I'm stuck playing Jacksonville defense versus Seattle. Thoughts? They're low key great D this year. I mean, I don't hate it. B. It could definitely be worse. Prescott over Mahomes. Diggs over Olave. What was it now? Please, it's my only uncertainty. What were we saying? Yeah. Yeah, Matthew Golden. It's close though. Who do you think is getting more snaps this week? Haskins or Vidal? I have no idea. Would you still start Trey McBride even without Kyler playing? Yes, because someone's got to catch the ball there. I want to stay away from Haskins because I don't know what kind of a volume he's going to get. Like, you got to pick one to bench. I'm going to bench Debo just because I don't know if he's going to play and he's the Monday night game. We just don't know. Dobbins. I'll go Dobbins over Judkins. It's close. Trade Etienne, Jefferson, and Golden for Bijan and Garrett. If you also have JSN, BTJ, and Tet. So, trade. I mean, I don't mind trading ETN. If you're getting a great, yeah, I'd probably do that. Daniels or Mayfield? That's a good one. Yeah, be grown. I don't mind playing Jacksonville. Don't mind it at all. I like starting Bourne. Daniels or Mayfield? The problem is with Tampa, you've got Godwin's out now. So it's a mecca. It's just a buka. 128. Go. I hate betting against Baker. I love Baker. We don't know bag out. We have no idea. So they're saying they're going to see what happens on Monday. Man. It is a struggle, man. Money, that is. If you had more receivers there, I feel better about Baker. I love Baker. And I love I actually do. I was all in on Danny Dimes coming into this year. Um I don't think I would trade Bucky Irving for Javonte Williams. I don't think I would. I think that's just a trade to make a trade is what I think that is. What? Hold on a second, guys. Okay, there we go. And the Colts are playing the card. Give me Danny Dimes, but it's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close. Isaiah's at PPR. Um, Danny Dimes just so close. And that's tough. The 49ers defense is pretty good. I don't think Quentin Johnston's playing. I'm gonna go Montgomery. Give me Demo. Ridley or Myers. Isaiah, go Sutton. Yeah. No. Hold on a second. Yeah, go Sutton. Yeah, I'm gonna go Sutton. Just I think they have a better week. London, Jameer, or give me Rico. I like Rico. Keenan Allen or Drake London. It's a tough matchup against Buffalo. Give me Keenan. He's led the team in targets here. And Quentin Johnston's probably not playing, so I think that just helps out Keenan a little bit more. So, but yeah. You think Odunze for Derrick Henry is a good trade? Well, I would just need to see the rest of the roster. If you want to shoot me a message with the rest of your roster, I'll reply to your message. Because I hate just looking at a trade for just the players involved. I want to see the whole roster and see what we're rolling with. Pittman, Allen, Olave, who would you drop for Rice, or would you pass on him? Rice hasn't played football in a year and a half. So I'm pumping the brakes on Rice. I'm not dropping Pittman. I'm not dropping if you absolutely have to make the move, like you're like, I have to make this move, Olave. But I don't. I'm not doing Keenan Allen. I'm not Pittman. Rice hasn't played football in a year and a half. You don't know what it's going to be like when he gets out there. You know, I yeah. Start love Stafford or Nick Stafford. I like the matchup against the Ravens. Um, love a close second, but I like Stafford. Give me Stafford. We know what we're going to get out of him. But yeah, I'm big on Stafford this week. Big on Stafford this week. Hey, no problem. Not a problem at all. Let's see here. We got anything else, guys? Yeah, Will, just shoot me a message with the rest of the roster so I can take a look. Said Rico there. Henderson, Haskins, Carter, Chase Brown, pick 2. Henderson, Haskins, Carter, Chase Brown. Carter and Brown. We know their focal points. Henderson's been buried so far. Think there's bad weather. It doesn't matter with Stafford. B. Danny Dimes or Jordan Love. I am a huge Danny Dimes guy. I'll take Lad over Olave. Um, Playing the Bengals. Playing the Cardinals. I mean, if Jordan Love doesn't do anything this week, you can go ahead and write him off, I think. Give me. I'm going to go Danny Dimes still. I love Danny Dimes. I don't know, man. I just really like him this year. Start 2, Adams, Worthy, Debo, Pittman, or Sutton. Pittman and Sutton. We don't know if Debo's going to play. I'm going to go Pittman and Sutton out of those guys, though. Let's see here. Is there supposed to be bad weather there? Let's just take a look while we're sitting here. $65. The AccuWeather says, yeah. Let's close that. Wind gusts, humidity, slight chance of rain. Yeah, I'm still going Stafford. Higgins or Bourne? Bourne? But Higgins could just ball out. But I just don't know that I necessarily believe that Flacco is going to be the answer to all the questions. Start 3 between London, Rico, Dobbins, and Sutton. Rico, Dobbins, and Sutton. Give me the last 3 on that one. Yeah, I'm going to go Bourne just barely until Flacco can show me that he's hit some sort of a fountain of youth type thing. I got another one for you. ETN Jr., Montgomery, Swift. Would you drop any of them for Warren? No. I'm not excited about Warren's prospect going forward in the season. I'm not a huge Swift guy, but I think Swift's better than Warren. Bench Henry or Chase Browns and put in Njoku for them. Also, Myers or Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker's had a game. I don't know that I bench Henry or Chase Brown and put in Njoku. I'm going to stick with Henry and Chase Brown. Myers. Goff or Jones? That one's tough. I want to say Goff. I think you, Chef. I gotta know what else we got. Start Brees Hall over. Like, give me options. I gotta have options. Do I start Brees Hall over Jonathan Taylor? No, right? Do I start him over DeAndre Swift? Yes, 100%. I don't like Swift, but start 2. Lad, Worthy, Bourne. Give me Worthy and Lad and Bourne. I mean, I think Goff and Jones is like a flip of the coin. I think you get the same output with either one, but I think Goff has the higher ceiling just because of that offense. That offense is explosive. Darnold, T-Law, or Bryce Young. It's not Bryce Young. Um, oh, you're good, Adriana. Darnold. So Darnold or Law? Do I want to go Darnold against? They're playing each other, right? Darnold just barely. Darnold is close. Charbonnet or Barner? Adrian, thank you for the flowers. Appreciate it. Thank you. Um, appreciate the gift. Let's see here. Haskins or Pacheco? I don't like either. I don't like either. Um, I'll get back to that though. I got to answer the Charbonnet or I'm gonna go Charbonnet over Barner. Close. Um, Danny Dimes close over Baker. It's gonna be close, but I'm gonna go Danny Dimes over him. Just just by the hair. I'm gonna go Michael Carter over Zay Flowers. Um, Haskins or Pacheco. I don't like either. I don't know what we're getting out of Haskins. Give me Pacheco because I think he'll get in the end zone. Like at some point in time. I'm not expecting a big game out of him. Larry's at PPR. Um, maybe 30, 40 yards and a touchdown. And I think it, I'm okay with that. I don't know what I'm getting out of full PPR. I think I'm going to go Chase Brown. I'm and this the thought process is I think there'll be some dump offs. Look for Chase Brown to catch a decent amount of passes. Flacco's not going to have a lot of time, so a decent amount of dump offs to Chase Brown. Not that Chase is going to have a huge game by any stretch of the imagination, but I think he picks up some points, plus gets some rushing, maybe gets in the end zone this week. Um, I think Chase Brown is just he's got the higher ceiling versus Bourne. I'll say that. I expect Bourne to have a pretty decent week, but I don't know. Chase Brown is close. It's close. So thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank everyone. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you guys for everything. Zay Flowers or Michael Carter. Michael Carter just barely. We know he's going to get the ball. Um, we don't know how much Zay's going to get the ball. Cooper Rush has just been bad. Cooper Rush has been bad, bad, bad. I'm looking for the win streak. There we go, Michael. Let's get that win streak. Give me Danny Dimes over Bo Nix. I got some leagues. I'm got to start some winning streaks over again. Got one league with the league that I'm in with, been in for like 13 years with some friends. Looking to win my third straight over there after starting off 0-3. We're 2-3 now. You know, we won 2 in a row. Let's win 3, and that's a winning streak. You know, and we're back at it. Um, I'm projected to win because the guy that I'm playing has literally had, I think, half of his benches on the IR, or they were all starters. Like if this was like real football, he would have been like the Detroit Lions defense last year. Everybody's hurt, just everybody. Fannin or Ingram? Ingram. I think Fannin's time is come and gone. His 5 minutes is over. So give me Ingram. Ingram should have been playing better all year. He hasn't been playing great this year. He's got to pick it up. Um, dude, He really grinds my gears too. He does. But he's the better player. He has the better he's got to do better, right? I'm not writing players off 6 weeks in, especially when you also got to think he's in a brand new offense. Missed the first couple weeks, is just getting acclimated into there, right? So I think he starts to get better as the season goes on, learning the offense, getting comfortable with not even just him getting comfortable with Bo Nix, but Bo Nix getting comfortable with him. Um, I think he's due any week now for a big week. So yeah. Luke, what's your thoughts on this trade? I give Stephon Diggs and Bucky Irving for Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's possibly your 1-1 if you went and redrafted him or Puka. You're not worried about wide receiver depth. I mean, you're not giving up a great wide receiver in Diggs, if you want my opinion. Um, how's it going, Zuapi? Zuapi? How we doing? Um, I like getting Jonathan Taylor. I do answer questions. I do. So all I do, answer questions. We answer all your questions here. Hopefully to get those dubs. That's what we're looking for. Getting those dubs, guys. I'll be here for about another minute or two, guys. So if you have any questions, get them in here. If I don't get to your question, Keenan Allen over McConkey, he's led the team in targets this year. He's been better than McConkey so far this year. I should have thought it would be the other way around, honestly, but it hasn't been. Keenan's been the better guy there this year. Pick two. Okay, where are my options? He had Scat and Goddard. Start Kincaid or Barner. Kincaid barely. Goff over Daniels. I don't feel good about Pittman at all. Be growing. I don't like Pittman at all. Kincaid barely over Barner. Barely. I just like the Buffalo offense better. It's just a matter of the offense is just better. Bourne, Shakir, Tucker, Jameson, Mason Taylor, Darren Waller. Bourne and Waller. Go Bourne and Waller. Yeah, Goff just barely over Daniels, but it just their offense is so good. Waller over Njoku. I like Waller going forward, especially without Tyreek there. Um, Looking for him to step up and just kind of fill in. He's healthy. I think getting acclimated to playing football again. I think he's just going to kind of get better as the year goes on. Uh, why do I say that? I love Waller going forward, especially without Tyreek there. He's had a couple of good weeks. Bourne, Jennings is supposed to play. He's trending towards playing. How effective is he going to be? Bourne looks to be that number one target again this week. Trey Tucker's had a good game. Mason Taylor, he's okay. Shakir's all right, but Buffalo just spreads the ball around so much. And I love Jameson Williams. I'm a Detroit fan, but he's boomer bust. He's going to get you 3 catches. It's just a matter of if he busts one open. If you're saying, hey, I'm only going for boom players, and you put JMO in there. But I think Bourne is just going to be, he's a better play right now. He's going to get a lot of targets. He's going to get a lot of catches. Probably might get in the end zone for you. And again, Waller looks to be the big guy there, the number 2 guy behind Waddle with Tyreek out there. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just looking. And again, I love JMO, but it's boomer bust with him. It's feast or famine this year. He was a little bit more consistent last year versus this year. Now there's still plenty of time for him to become that more consistent player that we saw last year, where he had 1,000. Him and Amon Ra were the only teammates to have 1,000 yards receiving. But I don't know. Detroit's offense is clicking a little bit different this year. They're spreading the ball around a lot more, and I think you start to see Isaac Tesla kind of start to work his way in there too. St. Brown's going to be just fine. He's still going to get his. Gibbs is still going to get his, and Demo's still going to get his. It's just a matter of Laporta, JMO, and then Isaac Tesla starts to get in there. Yeah, here's the thing. Detroit, the guys there in Detroit, they do everything. Like JMO's out there blocking. He's doing a lot of things. I need them to look to try and get him the ball in other ways. Like we need to get some reverses going, maybe line him up in the backfield and hand the ball off to him. He's one of those guys that you got to get the ball though, because any play he can bust open for a touchdown anytime. Thanks, man. I appreciate the sub. We're here. I'm here every Saturday night between 10 and 11 p.m. Central Time. And then we're also here Thursday nights live, 6 p.m. Central Time, around there, just before the game, just before the Thursday night game, to answer questions, as well as all of our shorts. You can post questions, start sit questions, all kinds of questions on there, and we answer all of our questions on there as well too. So thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. As always, especially if you're brand new, I'm going to post a short after this, just for you to post any last minute start sit questions you didn't get in. Maybe some injuries show up tomorrow, right? And we're looking at making some pivoting some guys and things like that. So you can always leave all your questions there on the short. Definitely appreciate it. Appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate over on TikTok all the gifts, all the shares, the likes, YouTube, all the new follows, the shares, the likes, all that stuff, guys. All the questions. Appreciate it. Michael Lopez. Let's get those dubs, guys. Dubs for everybody. As always, I'm Alan. I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.